How's it going, folks? I've been wanting to make this video, but it's always been disrupted, and it's something that really got me thinking. So my mate who's back from, so my co-worker is background from Nigeria. He's claimed that there is no safety protection that he claimed of, right, in his country. And him is already in a group wanting to make a big change, a positive change, where a generation will get a lot safer or protection or better. He's telling me a bit about his his people in the country. Different tribe has different belief, and he really admired how China has transformed into where it is today, and he wants something like more protection and safety. So he wanted to make a change, and he wanted his generation, well, not his generation, but like his grandkids or whatever generation it is that is going to live a safe, protected life. It is politics and everything like that. And he's been telling me that he wanted to change X, Y, and Z. And I told him that is a very massive dream. And I don't know why out of nowhere I've been thinking about this in comparison to where it is today. Those who comes from a ghetto or dangerous country or whatever how it is, they excel and succeed phenomenal in the first world country. They do not complain, they will do anything, they work and whatever. Now obviously there's two types. One is those who are wealthy class, another one is probably high educated IQ or whatever, right? But for him to say like that to me is like wanting to do that. And me, I live in a first world country, and I get to see the dysfunctionality. I only can speak of Australia. I cannot speak on other America, but welfare state like in Australia, you could get to see more of that. My word in the whole thing, the whole thing about it, I was actually thinking of the first world problem at the moment. You see, that is something that I've been thinking a lot about it, such as like, we may have a very high safety net of the country. You could build Australia dream, X, Y, and Z. Whatever how it is, right? Where it's the most livable cities, where Sydney and Melbourne or other cities are within the top 10 or top 20 range. People around the world will flock to come here to grab the opportunity to work or X, Y, and Z. But what I can see, a lot of the locals is not working hard. Obviously, multiculturalism country works better with the new migrants, new blood, new mindset, new energy, new thought process, whatever. And for me to think about it, I get to see a lot of dysfunctionality. I don't know, it's just, forget about, protests or fighting rights or anything like that, but I get to see a lot of the locals, even though a country is like that, everyone around the world, the cost of living is so high, houses are expensive, and it just derailed people on chasing further. And I spoke to one of the, when I did the Great Victorian Bike Ride, one of the volunteers, I believe he's come from Spain or one of the Europe countries, been telling me like there is a lot of strong movement of minimalization. Like don't get a house, don't get married, or don't do this or don't do that. We are, we're going, because we cannot afford. Even for me right now, trying to stay afloat with that lifestyle, it is extremely difficult to let you know how crazy it gets. And I just don't know how normal, it is very difficult to be a man in this household like that. However, if you're in a third world country, like I said, I cannot speak on highly regards. Obviously, it's all about educated, right? It's not about the the job, whatever. But you don't get to see this functionality what you get to see in the Western world. Like what is being pictured and portrayed, or X, Y, and Z. So that's what first thing came to my mind, and just realized, like we can go back to square one. Like, this is an intergenerational thing. Now, if you're the migrants who come from an overseas, and let's just say you're the child of your parents, you're classified as 1.5 generation. You're not classified as second generation, because you're going through what your parents, what's being best for their culture, and you trying to fit in with the new established settlement culture, country, whatever, wherever it is. Rules and beliefs and blah blah blah. It's very different, and there's a lot of culture clash as well. But once you pop a kid, right, that's when it becomes second or third generation. That's where it becomes like the weakened, like a lighten of all the rules and everything. But it's not a hustler. You can educate or X, Y, and Z, or maybe not. So it is this circle of life. It's very difficult to know, coming from a first world country, safest country, in comparison to a third world country that is very dangerous. You never know, are you gonna survive tomorrow, right? But those who doesn't survive tomorrow, they are hustlers, survivors every day. And for me to think about it as a first world point of view, I felt stupid, because we've never gone through that before.